I remember the first time I watched an American TV show, and I couldn't understand anything. Everyone was talking so fast. I kept hitting the rewind button over and over.
Ha, that feeling is so real. And you know what? That's exactly what today's episode is all about. We're talking about how to understand fast English, the kind of English that real native speakers use every single day.
That's right. By the end of this episode, you're going to understand why native speakers sound so fast. You're going to learn the key sounds and patterns they use. And most importantly, you're going to feel a lot more confident when you listen to real English.
And here's a question for you before we start. Write this in the comments. When you listen to fast English, what's the hardest part for you? Is it the speed? Is it the words connecting together? Or is it the accent? Tell us below. We read every single comment.
We really do. And while you're down there, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like on English Speaksay. It really helps us keep making these free lessons for you. Now, let's get into it.
All right, let's start with the big question. Why does fast English sound so different from the English you learn in class?
Okay, so here's the thing. In a textbook, English words are separate. You read, "What do you want to eat?" and each word looks clear and clean. But when a native speaker says it fast, it sounds more like, "What do you want to eat?" It's almost like a completely different language.
Exactly. And that's because of something called connected speech. It's when sounds blend together, disappear, or change when people speak naturally. Here are some really common examples. Want to becomes wanna. Going to becomes gonna. Have to becomes hafta. What do you becomes wadya.
These aren't mistakes, by the way. This is just how English sounds in real conversation. When I first heard gonna, I honestly thought it was a completely separate word. I didn't connect it to going to at all for the longest time.
Oh, same. Okay, let's give you some more examples. I'm going to the store in fast speech becomes I'm going to go to the store. Did you hear that? To the became tithe. The vowel sound almost disappeared completely.
Can you say that again slowly so our listeners can really hear it? I am going to go to the store. Now fast, I'm going to go to the store. It's like the words are holding hands, they just run together.
I love that, words holding hands. Now here's a practice question for you. Pause the video and say this out loud. I want to go to the park. Now try to say it the natural, fast way. I want to go to the park. Did you try it? Write in the comments if you did.
Now let's talk about the negative forms. Don't you becomes don'tcha. Can't you becomes can'tcha. Didn't you becomes didn'tcha. So didn't you eat? Sounds like didn'tcha eat? Super fast, very connected.
Can you say those with us right now? Don't ya know? Can't ya come? Didn't ya hear me? Practice them out loud. The more you say them, the more natural your ear will get. Remember, understanding starts with your mouth, not just your ears.
So the big formula here is, in fast English, words don't live separately. They connect, they blend, and they borrow sounds from each other. Once you understand that, fast English stops sounding like noise and starts sounding like music.
Great point. So to summarize this section, connected speech is when sounds join together in natural conversation. Key examples include wanna, gonna, hafta, and wadya. These patterns follow a logic, and once you learn that logic, everything gets easier.
Okay, so now that we know about connected speech, let's go a little deeper. There's another reason fast English is hard, and it's called weak forms. These are small words that get swallowed up or reduced when we speak quickly.
Right. So in English, we have content words. These are the important words like nouns and verbs. And then we have function words, tiny words like the, of, can, was, for. In fast speech, those function words get squished down.
Let me give you a real-life example. Can you help me? In slow speech, can is clear. But in fast speech, it becomes can. So it sounds like, can you help me? And I can do it becomes I can do it. The word can almost disappears.
And here's the tricky part. Can and can't sound almost the same in fast speech. I can go sounds like I can go. I can't go sounds like I can't go. The difference? Can't is slightly longer and there's a tiny T stop at the end. It's so subtle.
That one trips everyone up, including me, honestly. Okay, another big one, of. In formal speech, of sounds like of. In fast speech, it's just a tiny sound. A cup of coffee becomes a cup of coffee. Piece of cake becomes piece of cake.
Now let's do a quick comparison for our listeners. Formal, I would like a glass of water. Natural fast English, I'd like a glass of water. And even faster, I'd like a glass of water, please. The word of is barely there. But you can still understand it, right?
Here's a practice tip. First, listen for the content words, the nouns, verbs, and adjectives. Second, don't panic when you miss the small words. Third, use context to fill in the gaps. Your brain is amazing at this, but you have to trust it.
Write in the comments which is harder for you, the connected speech patterns from section 1, or the weak forms we just talked about. There's no wrong answer. We just love hearing from you.
And here's something to try at home. Listen to a short clip of a TV show or a YouTube video in English. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just listen for the strong words, the ones that carry the most meaning. You might surprise yourself.
So to review, weak forms happen when small function words get reduced in fast speech. Can becomes can. Of becomes a. For becomes fur. The key is to focus on content words and use context. Your brain will do the rest.
All right, let's talk about something that I personally think is the most fun part of fast English, rhythm and stress. English has a very specific beat, like a song. And once you feel that beat, everything changes.
Yes. English is what's called a stress-timed language. That means stressed syllables happen at regular intervals, kind of like a drum beat. The unstressed words in between get squished to fit that rhythm. This is why fast English sounds so bouncy.
So let me show you this with an example. She went to the store. The stressed words are she and store. They're louder, longer, and clearer. Went to that's the squished part in the middle. It goes by really fast.
Now listen to how this changes meaning too. She went to the store, emphasis on she, maybe someone else didn't go. She went to the store, emphasis on went, maybe you doubted she'd go. She went to the store, emphasis on store, maybe she went somewhere specific.
Whoa, right? The same sentence, 3 totally different meanings. That's how powerful stress is. And that's also why listening for stress helps you understand fast English better. The stressed words carry the most important information.
Okay, let's talk about delivery too. When native speakers want to show something is obvious, they often drop their voice at the end, kind of flat and low. But when they're excited or asking a question with who words like what, where, and who, the voice often goes up, then comes down.
And there's something really useful here. If you can't understand the words, listen to the music. Is the voice going up at the end? It's probably a yes/no question. Is it going down? It's probably a statement or one question. The melody gives you clues.
Here's a little activity for you. Try saying these sentences with the correct stress, and let us know in the comments which one felt most natural. I love coffee. I love coffee. I love coffee now. Say them out loud. Seriously, speaking out loud is the fastest way to improve your listening too.
You know what I do? I shadow. That means I listen to a native speaker and I copy them. The speed, the rhythm, the stress, everything. Even if I don't understand every word, Just mimicking the music of the language trains your ears so fast.
And to recap this section, English follows a stress-timed rhythm. Stressed words carry meaning, unstressed words get reduced. Intonation, the rise and fall of your voice, also gives huge clues about meaning. Listen for the music, not just the words.
Okay, now let's talk about some really common mistakes that learners make when they're trying to understand fast English. And don't worry, we've both made all of these mistakes too. This section is all about helping you move past them.
Mistake number 1. Trying to understand every single word. Oh, this one is so common. Learners feel like if they miss one word, they've failed. But native speakers don't even process every word consciously. They listen for chunks of meaning.
So instead of, I have to understand every word, or I'm lost, try, I'll catch the main idea and fill in the rest. For example, if someone says I'm gonna, tomorrow, probably around, if it's not, even with gaps, you understand the general plan. Context is your friend.
Mistake number 2. Expecting fast English to sound like slow English. This is a big one. Some learners memorize how words sound when spoken slowly, then can't recognize them at normal speed. What are you doing? Slow, 4 clear words. Fast, what you doing? It's almost unrecognizable.
The fix? Practice with real, natural audio. TV shows, podcasts, YouTube videos. Not just classroom recordings. Classroom recordings are great for building a base, but they're spoken more slowly and clearly than real life. You need both.
Mistake number 3. Not using context clues. So many learners hear a word they don't know, and they just freeze. But context gives you so much information. If someone says, I'm really underscore today, I barely slept, even if you miss the word, you can guess it means tired or exhausted.
Exactly. And you know what? Native speakers do this all the time. I do it in other languages I'm learning. If you understand 70% of a sentence and the context is clear, you probably got the meaning. Don't stress about the 30% you missed.
Mistake number 4. Not training your ear with output. Here's something surprising. Speaking and listening are connected. The more you try to produce fast, natural English, the better you get at understanding it. Your brain starts to recognize patterns from the inside. So don't just listen, speak.
Seriously, be kind to yourself. Understanding fast English takes time. It's a skill, just like riding a bike. You fall, you get up, you try again. Every episode you listen to, every movie you watch, it's all building your ear. You're making progress even when it doesn't feel like it.
You've got this. And remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is communication. Even if you catch 60% of what someone says, that's real progress. Keep going, and it gets easier every day. We promise.
All right, this is one of our favorite parts, practice time. We're going to do a choose the correct meaning activity. I'll give you a fast English phrase and 2 possible meanings. You pick the right one and say your answer out loud before we give it.
Number 1. You hear, did ya eat? Option A. Did you just eat? Option B. Do you want to eat? Which one is it? The answer is A. Did ya is the fast form of did you. So did ya eat? Sucks did you eat, asking if you've already eaten.
Number 2. I'ma call you later. Option A. I'm going to call you later. Option B. I'm calling you right now. The answer is A. I'ma is the very casual fast form of I'm going to. You'll hear this a lot in American informal speech.
Number 3. What do you think? Option A. What do you drink? Option B. What do you think? The answer is B. What do you sucks? What do you? The think gives you the clue too. Context plus sound pattern together. You've got this.
Number 4. I dunno, maybe? Option A. I don't know, maybe? Option B. I do know, but maybe not? Option A is correct. Dunno 6 don't know. This is one of the most common reductions in casual English. I dunno, supernatural, and you'll hear it constantly.
Now here's a challenge for you. Can you write your own sentence using gonna, wanna, or dunno in the comments? Just one sentence. Try it. It could be something like, I want to learn English faster. Or I dunno what to cook tonight. Anything you like.
Tone matters too, by the way. I dunno said softly and with a shrug is casual and honest. But I dunno said loudly and with a sigh can sound frustrated or annoyed. Same words, totally different feeling. Notice the stress and tone every time you listen.
And please, don't aim for perfect pronunciation or perfect understanding right away. Aim for real. Aim for communication. The people you talk to care much more about what you mean than whether every sound was exactly right. Real conversation beats perfection every time.
Wow, what an episode. I feel like we really covered so much today. Can you believe we went from why does English sound so fast all the way to doing practice activities in less than 20 minutes? You've done a lot of work today. Seriously. Be proud of yourself.
We really did. So let's do a quick recap. Number 1, we learned about connected speech, how words blend together in natural English. Wanna, gonna, hafta, wadya, these aren't mistakes, they're real English. Number 2, we explored weak forms, how small words like can, of, and for get reduced and almost disappear. Number 3, we talked about stress and rhythm, how the beat of English gives you clues about meaning, and how intonation tells you even more.
And on top of all that, we covered the 4 most common listening mistakes and how to fix them. You now have real strategies to use, not just theory, actual tools you can use the next time you watch a show, listen to a podcast, or talk to a native speaker.
Here's a reflective question for you to think about, and feel free to write it in the comments. What's one thing from today's episode that you're going to try this week? Maybe you'll practice shadowing. Maybe you'll try watching a short video without subtitles. Whatever it is, one small step makes a big difference.
If this episode helped you, please give it a like. It genuinely helps more learners find English Speaksay. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. We put out new episodes regularly, all designed to help you go from beginner to fluent. Share this episode with a friend who's learning English too. You'd be doing them a huge favor.
You are doing something really incredible by choosing to learn. It's not always easy, and there are definitely days when it feels overwhelming. But you're here, you're listening, and you're growing. We are so glad you spent this time with us at English Speaksay. Keep going, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. We'll see you next time.